way our vision of prosperity for all shall be achieved is articulated in the medium-term framework in this way. And I quote from it: through creativity, collaboration, and innovation, we shall prosper together.
Could you talk to us about the process of working with Kariri in developing your ideas?
First, it was a little bit intimidating, but after a while, I got to know Mr. Dubersing, and every time I went there looking for funds, I was like asking my dad for money. So I felt very comfortable, and it was an excellent experience.
With regards to my experience, I would say, well, Mr. Robert Nunes, he provided a lot of insight and a lot of mentorship with regards to my project. Pretty much creating a great structural framework to work within that would have taken i2i from where it was initially to essentially what it is today.
I would have to say that, starting off as a creative person, you have such a passion for your project. And working with Mr. Dubersing and discussing with him different ideas, I had the opportunity to have fresh eyes and new insight on it and further push my idea to the place it should be. So it was a great experience.
Well, for me personally, I would think that Kariri was excellent in presenting their ideas to me. And then I was able to tell them what I wanted to do with my career in terms of the project and present that to an international audience. And it was a comfortable place to go every time I'm going down to UE, and we had ideas and we were seeing progress as time's going on. And to reach to that point where you can go to Saks Fifth Avenue to Donald Trump's office and present an idea, it's a big task, and I did that, and it's because of that teaching process, I would say.
Our main challenge, given the mandate of the Ministry of Planning and Sustainable Development, was how to create a forum for aspiring innovators and entrepreneurs in the country to realise their dreams by bringing their ideas to full fruition, and which would redound to the benefit of the country by stimulating growth in the non-oil and gas sector. We wanted to create a forum not only for individuals, but for the groups from all walks of life to have a means to actualise their dreams by giving them an opportunity to bring their ideas to life. Hence the birth of the i2i competition, which spans a period of 1 year, during which winners are given financial grants based on novel ideas having the potential for commercialization.
The product is actually, it's very interesting. It's a rum-based product. We call it a chai rum. And we decided to stick with the name chai rum so that it would be descriptive and people would understand what it was. If we invented a whole new name for it, it would have been a little more difficult. And it is what it says it is. It's a combination of rum with tea and also with floral botanicals. And one of the things that's interesting about it is that because there is an additional post-production process to what rum usually goes through, the actual spirit itself has evolved into an entirely new sort of category. So we're actually at this point working with the World Intellectual Property Organization to see if in fact we can have our own individual category for this product.
The idea came about in 2012, like a couple of weeks before Carnival. It's an online wayfinding platform for the Carnival enthusiasts who either visiting or for the first time or returning visitor, and guiding them to find the things associated with Carnival, the mass camps, panyards, events, where to eat, just the local stuff.
You got to thinking through the questions that were asked, about your product a lot more. So we appreciated the way the process was done for applying.
We are on year 3, yeah. So we survived the first 2 stages of bringing the idea out, validating the idea, and having it working last year. And this year we are trying to just build on the platform even more, adding more components that would make it more efficient to the user, to the end user.
The particular project that I'm involved in is something that touches almost everybody in this country and perhaps worldwide. Lead-acid battery technology is a 150-year-old technology. It is virtually everywhere. Sometimes people live on it in rural areas. If the opportunity comes along soon where this product can reduce the cost of owning lead-acid batteries by 50%, it would touch pretty much every industry and every individual locally, thereby creating quite an impact. It would reduce environmental toxins, it would improve the carbon footprint within the country, it would improve the costs of owning batteries, it would create employment, it would also create what you call intellectual property, and perhaps even assist Trinidad and Tobago in its global competitive index ratings if we were able to produce this for Trinidad, for the region, and take it global. Of course, whenever you're submitting something new that you've never done before, you have your doubts as to whether you'd be successful. It was an interesting wait. It was about a month, but I can say that that particular phone call was one I would never forget, because it's virtually a lifeline you're offered to take one of your ideas, make it into a reality, and perhaps make it into a revenue-generating reality that can change your life.
The evaluation panel was charged with a responsibility to assess submitted proposals and project ideas based on a set of evaluation criteria, and to recommend to the Council for Competitiveness and Innovation projects that should be awarded funding under the Innovation Financing Facility. The panel therefore focused its efforts on testing the idea and the potential implementation of the idea as the two commonly accepted aspects of innovation. The panel has completed this task, and the result is that 53 submissions, as you have heard, are to be awarded grants that range between $75,000 and $200,000 to pursue the development of their ideas. It is important to note that this competition has no single winner, and that each submission stood on its own merit. Technically, therefore, we have 53 winners here today, and so I ask that we give the appropriate recognition of this in some applause.
If we were to continue with the i2i competition, by 2015, we would have stimulated over 1,600 winners who will be moving forward in developing our new creations and innovations in the country. Further, we will be accelerating the growth in the innovative sector. Think of the infinite possibilities of this sector in another 10 years and the benefit to Trinidad and Tobago's economy.
Many of the citizens you saw here are creators, innovators, and inventors, and some of them are on the way to creating genuinely sustainable businesses. Over the last 2 years of the Idea to Innovation project, which has been championed by the Ministry of Planning and Sustainable Development and executed through the Council for Competitiveness and Innovation in collaboration with Kariri, what has happened is that we have been able to fund through the Innovation Facility about 103 projects involving some 150 people, all of them citizens of our country who are creative, innovative, and inventive. They have had the bravery, the energy, the ambition to take part in the i2i competition. And all who have put forward their ideas in a way have won because they have begun the process of putting their ideas forward for scrutiny. But these 103 projects and these 150 or so people are real winners because they now have a chance to turn their idea into a business opportunity and to not just start a business, but to grow a business. We hope that all of you looking on at this program will be inspired to think of what you can do to use your imagination to create something and to do something different and better.